Hey guys, welcome back to Pretty Little Listeners, a podcast about Pretty Little Liars. We are on episode 4, Can You Hear Me Now? What'd you think overall of the episode?
It was decent.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
I think. Maybe not as good as the last episode.
No, the last episode was pretty hard to beat. Compared to this episode, I feel like it was maybe a little better than the Jenna thing, but not up to par with the first episode.
Oh, really?
I think it wasn't as plot heavy. There was some stuff in there that I thought might be important later on, but for the most part, it was kind of just it felt like we were coming off so much from the last episode that they had to kind of cut back this episode. So.
I disagree.
Okay.
Honestly. I feel like a lot of shit happened. Not all of it that's like super important, but I just feel like it was a lot of stuff happened, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think it's way better than the Jenna thing. That episode is really boring comparatively.
Yes.
So what do you think was did you think there was anything like useless or just like filler?
No, I mean, it's hard to like remember every teeny bit of the episode, you know, and that's what's really like, if the episode doesn't stick with me, like if I can remember all the sequences like pretty much in order, then that's a good episode, you know. Like last episode, I can still remember like the sequence of how everything went down and everything, and this episode is kind of like a little blurry. I feel like I'm getting some spots mixed up, but I feel like I got the gist.
I guess since I've already seen the show, I don't agree, but I mean, I feel like it was a good like relationship building episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some new, or I guess we got some new characters, and some new like, I feel like we got to get to know the girls better, which I feel like is important. It's maybe not like part of the mystery necessarily, but I enjoy getting to know the girls better.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, it's good character development. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go through each of the characters and say what happened to them this episode. I've got my list, my notes. The first person to start us off this episode is probably going to be Hannah. The first thing that happened was that she got a call from her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he was basically coming in for the night to see her. And later on in the episode, we see they go out. He knows about her crashing Sean's car.
Mm-hmm.
They go out to eat. They have a good time. She's really excited about it. He makes a comment about her weight, how she's lost it, at least.
Right. But I think she kind of realized that the only reason... Well, he's coming down for, like, 2 reasons.
Right.
One is because she crashed Sean's car.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as we come to realize later on in the episode, that he's engaged.
Yes.
Or married.
Yeah, he's got a new family.
Right. So she's meeting the family, and she's not.
She's not having it.
She's pretty bitchy.
Mm-hmm.
And she leaves like her mom. Like her mom was kind of like, she got ready for the dinner, but then he was like, psych.
Yeah, you're not invited.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And she's like all excited. She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go to fucking Maryland.
Yeah.
For the summer, to see him, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. That attitude.
Yeah, she's already kind of showing some negative feelings.
Yeah. Is that all that happened with Hannah this episode?
It was very, very dad-focused.
Yeah, I know. This plot point is kind of annoying to me. I really don't give a fuck. I really just don't care. I mean, I'm glad she kind of escaped the Sean issue, like, relatively really easy for some reason, but I just don't give a fuck about her dad. To be honest, like I just don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of, I was kind of like ready for those scenes to be over. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna move on. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
No, I was the same way.
Yeah. Okay.
So next up we've got. Next up we'll go with Arya.
Arya had a lot of Ezra situations.
Yes.
More than I'd like. She got like into kind of an argument with him about her parents. She was like, or he was trying to be like, well, do you think that your mom might know and that she's just like accepting it?
Right, because she told him that about the whole her dad cheating thing.
And she got kind of testy with him, and she was like, you think I'm a child? And I'm like, yeah, you are a child.
Yeah, you're like 16 years old.
You are. And then she like stormed off.
Yeah.
And then in their English class, he just started yelling at some kid for like no reason. And they were talking about, what's the book called?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
I haven't read that book in a long time, so I don't fucking know what they were talking about.
Yeah, it's really hard to relate the situation.
Somehow they related the situation, I assume, to the argument that they were having. So, but then he just started like getting onto this kid for like literally just existing.
Yeah,
which was weird.
he cleared his throat and he got in trouble for it. Yeah, and then later on she goes back and they have a talk about. She goes back to his apartment. They have a talk about what happened in class and how he was being immature.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, you're right. Sorry."
Yep.
You're right. I'm like, okay.
Yep, and that's
again. I feel like I literally said like I liked this episode, but like going through all the plot points of it, I'm like, I also don't give a fuck about this. Like, I care about, like, Arya's family situation.
Right.
But I really don't care about Ezra. But I guess it is what it is. So, a big thing that happened with Arya, though, is that at the end of the episode, someone sent, I guess, it was labeled from A.
Yeah, it was a note from A.
So A sent a letter to her mom about Byron having an affair. And how Arya knows all about it. And she doesn't really react. She just, like, walks away and, like, gives the note to Arya. That's really all that happened with that. I assume the next episode's going to be...
Yeah, it's going to be more about that.
But, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because she kind of, like, talked herself into going to seeing her mom with Ezra. Because she was kind of...
She was planning on telling her mom everything.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to be the one to tell her.
And then she got beat to the punch. Yeah. Just by a little bit.
Yeah.
But now her mom is, like, very depressed.
We assume. She just kind of walked off.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
So that... Arya probably had the biggest things go down.
Yeah, probably.
I'd say. Is that all that happened with Arya?
I think so.
Okay.
Individually. But...
Who's next?
So next we can do... we'll do Emily.
Emily?
Yeah. So Emily's had a lot of stuff going on at school and with her relationship with Maya.
Mm-hmm.
So at school, she's been running into Toby a lot. And their neighbors also.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been happening, and it's been kind of awkward. But I think she's warming up to him as a person.
Maybe, yeah. Maya gave her a scarf.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the episode, and then she lied about it to the liars.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in like a chemistry class or something, and she has to be lab partners with Toby. And when she was going through her chemistry book, she saw that the picture was in there. The picture from the last episode.
Yes, the photo booth pictures.
Yeah, the photo booth pictures where she's kissing Maya, and she like slams her book closed so Toby doesn't see it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of goes on like, she goes to find Maya at her job, and she's like, "Did you put those pictures in there?" She's like, "No." And then she got kind of mad at her though about it.
Yeah.
I guess Emily was being a little frantic.
Yeah. Maya doesn't want it to be a secret.
Right. And Emily doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
She's very confused, it seems. So, but she's been talking to Toby more, and she asked Toby if he put the pictures in there, and he was like, nah. Like, and then she was like, well, did you look at them? Or maybe she just asked if he
She just asked if he saw the pictures.
Oh, okay. But they do think that...
Yeah, the liars do have suspicions that Toby is
Toby is A. So that's why Emily's been like...
Yeah.
Like on her toes around Toby. But as far as we know, like, he's been really nice to Emily.
Yeah.
So he seems like not a big threat as of right now. To Emily, at least. Everyone else is like, Toby's A for sure.
Yeah.
And he's crazy, and you need to stay away from him. He's dangerous. But Emily's bonding. She's having a bonding moment. So, and then at the end of the episode, she told Maya that she wanted some space.
Yes. They're kind of taking a break from being friends.
Do you like Maya for Emily?
She seems okay. Like, I don't have any problems with Maya. I mean, we don't really know that much about her, besides that she lives in Allison's house. She's new, and she's working at a coffee shop.
Right.
We don't know too much about her, but I don't see any I don't have any problems with her yet. So, but, I mean, maybe eventually there'll be something that comes up. She seems like an important character. We're focused on other areas at the moment.
Right.
So next we can do Spencer.
Okay.
So Spencer's had some drama with... So first of all, at school, her plagiarized essay got submitted for an award. So that's stressing her out. The golden orchid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, like, I mean, it happens, but then, like, it's not really mentioned the rest of the episode, so I assume that maybe the next episode will...
It'll play out.
Yeah, play out. But she mostly had drama with Ren going on. I guess her parents and her sister conveniently are in New York right now.
Yeah.
So Ren, like, breaks into her home drunk, and he's got, like...
Some sort of tree.
Plant.
Yeah.
Like, it's very strange, but he's drunk. Or whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna come clean to your dad.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? And she seemed to be not having it. She was annoyed, but then they were like flirting. So
yeah, then he dropped the plant, made a mess all over the place,
yeah.
and that seemed to cheer her up for some reason.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've picked it up yet. I think it's still...
Well, at the end of the episode, it is shown that someone has broken into her house.
Oh.
That A is broken into
yeah,
her house.
and someone did get video evidence of Ren and Spencer hanging out at their house.
Right. It showed like someone like outside of their window, like filming them while the plane incident was happening. And so we don't know what's gonna come of that, but
yeah, but we also know that now Hannah knows that Ren and Spencer might be a thing. Because saw them...
I think they already knew, though.
Did they already know?
I feel like they did, because she was talking about how Melissa doesn't like her right now, and that, like, being at home is like, fucked.
I didn't know if they knew, like, exacts.
I mean, like,
specifics.
I mean, Hannah was, like, the first one to, like, see them, like, actually make out, I guess. But I feel like they all, like, knew kind of what was... I don't know. They all have their own shit going on, so I don't actually... I mean, I assumed that they all knew.
Yeah. And so that kind of brings us to our next point, which is that the drama they experienced all together, and how right after Hannah saw Spencer and Ren kissing, that she got a radio message after having the entire group tried to block A from emails, texts, calls, everything, I guess. And so A reached out over the radio with a song, and that was one of the A messages for the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what the song was, but
I don't know.
yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but
I'm done with you now, or something like that.
Yeah, something around there. And they also, so another A message, or supposed A message, was, I think it was an A message, was it was the missing poster for Allison that blew in the wind when they were sitting on the bench outside, and it said,
"Ding dong, bitches, the witch is dead."
Yeah.
Or ding dong, the
bitch is
dead.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Ding dong, bitches, the witch is dead.
You know what? That would have been just as good.
It would have been, but it would have been a lot of writing.
Yeah, that's true. But but if you think about it, like, A would have had to, like, time that, like, perfectly. Like, how did he, she, whatever.
But it was red.
Okay.
It was red, and later on in the episode, we find that the person that broke into Spencer's house also wrote on her mirror with the red lipstick.
Jungle red lipstick.
Yeah,
which
jungle
is
red,
color.
which is Allison's color.
But I was gonna say, like, but like, whoever put that note, like, they would have had to time it. You know what I mean? They had to work with the wind.
Yeah.
To get to them.
That's
true.
I
just think about that, because what if there are other A messages that they tried to send, but they didn't go through?
Yeah.
Because literally, like, anything could have stopped that note.
Yeah.
From blowing in
That's true.
The right way. So I just think about that. I just think about the logistics.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about the logistics.
Yeah, I kind of put some of that behind me with the TV show aspect.
I can't. I can't, like, not think about that. It's very important to me.
So, I know you've seen the show before, but the whole Toby and Emily relationship, just based on this episode, where do you think that relationship will go?
I assume they're going to be friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Emily's trusting him.
Yeah.
So, I think she feels differently about him than the other liars. I mean, where do you think it's going to go?
I don't know. Like, right now I'm thinking that they can either be a thing or her and Maya are going to be a thing. But I'm not sure right now because she's having these issues with Maya.
So you think Emily's bisexual?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had about that, I guess.
Is your favorite liar still Emily?
Yes. Yeah.
So you think, like, this episode is a good continuation of the show? Or you think they're slacking?
I think it's good. I think they're giving, like, it's, like I said before, it's almost like they had to ease this one back because the last one had so much in it, which I understand. To, like, keep your audience interested, you have to be able to fill a lot into one episode so that they'll come back for the next one. And then you have to have filler.
It is, like, 22 episodes, I believe, in this season, in, like, every season, and they're all, like, 45 minutes long.
Yeah, so it's a lot of time.
That is a lot, but I'm not going to say anything, actually.
Okay.
But I do feel like the first season, I will say the first season is different than the other seasons, I think.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But, yeah, so what are you looking forward to the next episode?
I want to see how the mom reacts, how Arya's mom reacts to the note. I want to see what blackmail is going to happen next, because I know there's got to be something next episode that happens that A is going to use as blackmail.
Right.
Because it feels like every other episode that's what you get, which is nice. I love that.
Okay.
Add it to the list. I want Ezra and Arya's relationship to fail.
Okay.
Same with Ren and Spencer.
Okay.
I don't want that to continue. And I want Maya to be A all along.
Okay.
And I want that next episode.
Why? You think you're gonna... When do you think you're gonna learn who A is?
Probably not until, like, season 2. Like, midway through season 2.
Okay.
That's
do you
my,
think that, like...
my guess.
Okay. I will not say anything.
Okay. Okay.
I can't say anything. But that's very cute.
Oh, wow. Is it much longer than that? Oh, no. They're going to keep me in this for so long.
No.
Okay.
You know how many seasons are in this show?
7, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm just curious, what do you think is going to happen once they find out who A is?
Oh, I just figured they'd move on to the next big plot point.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
There'd be something by then, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah. That's fine.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
It's fine. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything at all.
Okay.
I'm really not. You don't know what's going on.
Okay.
You really don't.
Maybe I will find out who A is next episode.
Yeah. Maybe you'll solve it.
Maybe.
And you'll just know. And then the show will be boring. Because you already know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you think about the theory that maybe one of the liars are A?
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Because they would know a lot of the secrets.
Right.
And it could be Emily because she was close friends with Allison.
Right.
Like closer than the other three.
Yeah.
So that might be interesting.
Or you think they were all in the dark? Maybe they each got a glimpse of Allison, but they were all in the dark. But you maybe think Emily got the most.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good theory.
Yeah. I don't think I'd lock that in as an answer that one of the liars were A, but...
Maybe you should come up with what your answer is at the end of every episode, maybe. And if you still think it's Emily next episode, then we'll just continue with that. And you have to say your reasoning.
Okay, so like I'm going to say which one of the liars would be A?
No, you're just going to say who your A guess is.
Okay, my A guess is still Allison's summer boyfriend.
Okay. I think they call him board shorts.
Board shorts.
Maybe. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think is board shorts? Do you think we've met him?
I don't think we've met him yet.
Okay. It's hard for me to ask questions without thinking first because I don't want to ruin your experience. I will say that there's a whole fandom, obviously, and lots of people have their own opinions. So me saying there is a theory. People love the theory of one of the. I mean, there's all sorts of, but I will not ask anymore for this episode.
Okay.
Any other thoughts? You think A is board shorts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm trying to think. Let me see if I've got anything else on my notes. Other than that, I think we've got just the best and worst outfits.
Yes. Okay. So my favorite outfit of this episode was actually Emily's outfit. And I know it's simple, but I really liked the little blouse with the flowers on it. I just thought it was very sweet, and they curled her hair, and it looked really good. And so that's my favorite outfit. I don't know if I have a least favorite outfit. Maybe Spencer's pencil skirt situation she had going on. She had this pencil skirt that was gray and a button-up blouse, and I was just you're literally 16 in high school. But that's fine. I mean, it wasn't horrendous, but I remember it.
Yeah.
As why.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my answer for this week.
Okay.
But there were I feel there are a lot more outfits in this episode than normal.
Yeah, I liked her red shirt that she had closer to the beginning, I think.
When they were in the park?
Yeah.
Can we talk about why they were in the park in the first place?
Yeah. So the park, they're talking about that bench area being Allison's memorial. Mm-hmm. That's where they decide to block A. They all kind of sit without Wi-Fi in the middle of the park, right. And get on a laptop. And
I don't know how that works, but cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, but it was a good try. Mm-hmm. And then they saw Mr. Fitz.
Yep, and they commented on his legs.
Right, which whatever. I don't have a problem with students being oh, my teacher's cute. I have a small crush on him. Mm-hmm. I have a problem with grown ass adults dating
their students,
children. Mm-hmm. Right. So that was gross, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they were thinking, but I think we might have to deal with it for a while. So, strap in. Strapped. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. So yeah, they're working on Allison's memorial, so maybe that'll be a thing in the future. Do you think Allison is dead? Because Hannah doesn't think so.
Yeah, Hannah doesn't think so, but I think Hannah's the only one who doesn't think so.
Right.
Because the rest think it's Toby.
Toby that killed her?
No, Toby that's A.
Okay. Who do you think killed her?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think...
You think it's different than A?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think A was like a friend of Allison's.
Okay.
And not an enemy.
Okay.
But I will say I do think that Allison's dead.
Okay.
I think she's dead. Even though they had the closed casket situation, I think she's a goner.
Okay. That's fine. I understand. I was just wondering because Hannah doesn't think so. So I don't know if you shared the same opinion. Why do you think Hannah doesn't think so? Because she thinks Allison's still A, maybe?
I think it's because she thinks Allison's A.
Okay.
Because I don't think she can believe that anybody else knows the secrets that Allison knows.
Right. Why do you think it's not Allison?
I don't know.
I'm just asking. I'm just expanding. Because you think she's dead.
Yeah, because I'm
just asking. You don't have to know. We
can
talk about it.
I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. I'll think about it. Maybe next episode I'll have an answer for you.
I'm saying anyone could be A.
Yeah,
so
I think it's up in the air. It's definitely up in the air. I just have a hunch, I'm going off my detective what's-his-face hunch. And I'm going to stalk that person until
that's fine.
They tell me.
When do you think we'll learn who Board Shorts is?
Definitely within the next 3 episodes.
Okay. I actually don't know. Okay. So we will see.
Okay.
I don't know. I forgot. So that's my bad. But
well, I hope I'm right.
It's been a while since I've watched the show, so.
I hope I'm right, and I hope he's menacing.
I hope you're right.
Okay.
I hope you get all your wishes come true.
Yes.
And I hope that Allison is dead.
Jesus.
Because that's what you want. That's what you want.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Alright, did we cover the whole episode?
I think so. I think we got it all.
What did the mirror say? Did we go over that?
I don't think we've said what the mirror said, but I don't remember what the mirror said.
Let me look it up real quick. We'll
look it up. All I know is that it was jungle red, and that's Allison's color. And that's what, because I also thought about, that's what made me think that the poster was from A too, because it was also in red. And I didn't know if it was like, oh, maybe that's a hint at it, but maybe I'm giving the
How do you think A knows that Allison's color is jungle red?
See, that's why I think it's one of her close friends, because like her friends knew that. All 4 of the liars knew that it was her color. So why wouldn't you know?
Yeah, sure. It's just known information you can find easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you know her.
Right. Okay. So the A message was, it won't be that easy, bitches. So I assume that A is referring to them trying to block.
Right, because she still got to most of them.
Right.
Because she got to Arya and she got to Hannah.
So now you think A is a she?
Or they got to Arya and they got to Hannah. Sorry.
I'm just asking because you think it's Board Shorts.
Well, it's because I abbreviate in my notes. Arya is AR, capital A, lowercase r. And so every time I think A, I think Arya because it's really hard to separate those two. Mm-hmm. But that's on me.
Arya's name starts with an A.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
You think that's a coincidence?
Allison's name starts with an A too.
I know. I'm just asking.
It could be Arya. I don't think it would be. She's got a lot of dirt on herself right now.
You think that Board Shorts' name starts with an A, or you think they're using A as a way to trick?
I think they're using A as a way to trick the girls. I don't think they would abbreviate their own name if they're blackmailing. I feel like that's well, they are in high school. Maybe it's a dumb idea and a high schooler would do it, but I don't know.
Okay. I'm just asking. I feel like we covered everything, unless you have anything else to talk about.
I don't think so.
It was a pretty good episode. What'd you give it out of 10?
I give it a 4.5.
What'd you give the Jenna thing?
A 4.
Okay. I'd give it a 6.
6?
I think it's still pretty good.
Better than pilot episode?
I personally liked it better than the pilot. I feel like there's more going on.
Yeah.
And there's more character interactions, which I personally like character interactions. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I think it's better than the pilot.
Okay.
The Jenna thing is still my least favorite.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of build up for not a lot of payoff.
There's just not a lot of content, and it ended really weirdly, like abruptly, but yeah. I like the ending of this episode. It feels very like, I mean, like A is literally he, she, whatever. They broke into Spencer's house.
Yeah, that's a good cliffhanger.
It is. It's scary. Because now it's getting like real personal.
It's getting real.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go even harder next episode.
Yes.
We don't know.
Hopefully.
But maybe not. Maybe it'll be another Jenna episode. Hopefully not. Jenna thing episode. Hopefully not though.
Yeah, hopefully it gets better. Gets better from here. Alright, so I think that's it. If you guys have anything you want to tell us about the episodes or about the show that we might find interesting, any questions for us or anything like that, go ahead and email us at prettylittlisteners@gmail.com. Yeah, we appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to us. Again, my name's Chris.
I'm Morgan.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.